Hey guys, welcome.
Sorry. I was going to be like, listen, when you tell Nicole that you need to get somewhere at a certain time, she is managing it. Boom.
My punctuality is at an all-time high right now because
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Hey guys. Hey. Welcome back to the Potted Together podcast. I'm Nicole, and as always, joined by my absolutely lovely co-hosts, Adam and Becca. Hey.
Hi.
You
know what? I just thought of something I'm going to do for next season. I'm going to look up different. Is it adjectives? Becca, help me out here. Verb?
Adjective to describe someone?
Yeah.
Adjectives.
I'm going to look up just some random ass adjectives, and every time I lead an episode, I'm going to have a different adjective for what kind of co-host you are.
The wonderful lovely's getting a little old on my part too. Yeah. I've noticed. I'm repeating myself.
Uh-oh.
Listen, we're grandpas and grandmas in this podcast.
For real, season 8. And it's coming to a close next week, guys, is our season finale.
Ooh. Daddy needs a break, but also we never take a break over on Patreon. So like if you miss us that much, binge Patreon and then cancel it.
Yeah, just do that. Why not?
Or just like forget to cancel it. Like you can't forget to cancel everything else and then be like,
and
till your card expires and then take care of it then.
Yep.
Yeah.
When my card expires,
No, be responsible.
That's when I am like, oh, I was paying for a lot of things I didn't realize.
Yeah, but
same.
You know, a little insider information from a banker is Visa. The networks like Visa, MasterCard have like started to keep track of like old card numbers. So people in the past used to cancel cards a lot to stop Dish. That's a big one. Dish Network. You sign a contract with Dish. So basically you have to pay for a year, and people cancel their card because they don't want to pay anymore, but they realize that, they have a contract. But anyway, Dish can get your new card information, and they do, and then they will send it through there. So that's no longer a thing anymore.
So how do they get the new card info? Isn't that like
at the bank, like we're required to say old card number, like if you're doing a cancel and a reorder.
Oh.
And then so Visa gets that information and matches it all up,
And they run with
banks, they're against us.
No, we're not. We're just against doing your dirty work, because the amount of people that cancel their card because they don't want to call somebody to cancel a service is insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Come on.
Anyway,
Get with it.
Random rant. I'm all jacked up on coffee and Adderall, so
okay. Well, this is my episode. I'm taking this horse and doing things.
You hold the tail. I'm effing this cat.
Oh no, Nicole.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. I also
was yours worse? I'm taking this horse and doing things to it. You guys want to hear just something really quick and really funny? Mm-hmm. Steve the other day was like, Chapel Roan is like really good. I was like, yeah, Steve, I've been listening to her for like a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's all over my TikTok.
But I'm glad that he's on board now. He's obsessed.
Oh, good.
He's in his Chapel era.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's cute. Anyway, sorry. What are we talking about today before catch up?
So we're talking about...
Grab the reins of this horse.
That's what I wanted to say.
Do things to it.
I couldn't take the horse and do things to it.
I couldn't think of the fucking saying, and I was at a loss. Anyway, Today I'm talking about my botanist, my boy, Joseph Nelson Rose, who was a pioneer in cactology.
That's a word?
That's a word, cactology.
Oh,
I asked Wikipedia.
Cactologist. Oh, I'm a cactologist.
Cactologist. It's a little close to the... Okay, anyway. What we're going to talk about today is that he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy, or was a pretty cool guy, because he's not around anymore. But we're going to talk about that. But first, we have to catch up.
Yeah.
Adam's getting a haircut.
I am getting a haircut.
And I'm excited about it for you.
Do girls feel the same way that men, or probably, I'm going to categorize gay men do, but like when you get your hair cut, do you feel like you're a little bit superhuman for that day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Because they
100%.
style it like beautiful and perfect, and then like by the next day you look like a drowned rat. That's just how it goes every time.
Pretty much.
I'm like trying to plan
You're
out
like-
what shopping I could do after my haircut to be like, I need to be out in the world.
Yeah. Go to dinner, do all the things.
Film many videos.
Yeah, seriously. I kind of look at my hairstylist when I'm getting my hair styled, and I try to make mental notes of how exactly they're doing it, and I can never replicate it ever again. But I try.
Okay, but do you just try once and then give up because you didn't get it that one time?
Yeah, pretty much. That's my personality.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like to put that much effort into it, especially since my hair is pulled back 98% of the time. I have it in a French braid today. I actually did it,
Cute.
but you can't see because of my headphones. But yeah, it's done. It's just not down. I have this thing where like, okay, I chopped all my hair off because I told myself that I wasn't going to be pulling my hair back anymore because like my hair is thinning. Like I'm getting up there and it's starting to thin from pulling it back so much.
It's giving
And I wanted
JoJo
to
Siwa.
It's giving JoJo. And
kidding.
I wanted to stop doing that. Yeah, not as bad as JoJo. She must have had a...
Sorry. I don't know
She
if you guys
must
were in
have
JoJo
had-
TikTok like I was.
Yeah, she's all over my For You page. I don't know why, but she's all over my For You page. But she must have had a severe headache like the first 10 years of her like online presence life during Dance Moms. Like how awful. It was so tight. Anyway,
Those buns are tight.
I never tie my hair back that tight. It's usually just a loose little piggy, but I don't ever have my hair down. Long story short, I can't have my hair down because I can't have anything on my neck because I instantly start sweating, and I don't like to do that.
How about like a really short haircut?
Yeah, like pixie.
I mean, okay, see, my hair is not a pixie, but it's like barely on my neck. Like
Yeah.
it's grown
I would
probably
have
like
to.
an inch since I cut it, but like the short length that I did, it was just short of neck shave. But yeah,
My hair would have to be not able to put up like that short. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yours is probably borderline there. But then it's like in my face too. Like if it's on my cheeks or like touches I'm like, ugh, I feel like claustrophobia kicks
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
And I'm like, get it out of my face.
See, this
That's
is
what
where
she said.
this is where I'm like, I think, because I feel literally the exact same way. And I was thinking the other day, it annoys me so much that these hairs right here are always curling around my face and touching it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish that I had the courage to just shave my head and always have my head shaved, because it just
A wild fern moment, you know?
yeah, it just would feel so nice to never have to worry about my hair ever.
Same.
do you have a nice shaped head? Have you ever had like very short hair?
I probably would not have a nice shaved head because I can feel that there's moles. There are moles.
Oh, I have moles in the back of my head. Yeah.
I got them like on the side. I think I've got a bit of a cone head going. I think it would not be cute.
Oh, okay.
I think I would
I think-
have a decent head.
Yeah.
Your
But-
head looks very round, Nicole. I think yours would look good.
Yeah, but
I don't get moley vibes from your scalp.
You must have been held a lot as a baby.
Yeah, probably not. You know what we should try to do? We should get on TikTok and put one of those filters on and see how we look with like a pixie haircut or like a really short shaved head. And
the bald filter.
yeah, the bald filter.
Oh.
Even though that's not accurate information, but it would be fun to do.
The thing with those
But anyway.
filters is like it gives you like contouring on your face. So you're like, oh, like I guess I could pull that off.
Yeah,
and then you
it
actually get it and
does.
you're like, I look like a thumb.
Sometimes I feel really stupid because whenever I find a filter, I'm like, I think I look really good. I'm like hovering a hand over half my face to like cancel out the filter to just see what it's doing to the rest of my face.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like an eye makeup filter, because it always is doing something else.
Yep.
Anyway,
Slimming the nose,
It's bullshit.
cheekbones.
all of it.
Becca, what are you doing? What have you done today so far? It's kind of early. We're recording a little early. It's only 11:15 Central Standard Time.
Yes. All right. I am on my find a microphone grind because I ordered, okay, not to throw you under the bus, Adam, because I'm sure it was great for you, but that mic, it was not good for me.
You didn't like it?
It
sounds great.
No. Sorry. Not this mic. My recording, a filming mic for
The DJI mic too.
Yeah, with the cat on it, the dead cat.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded great.
Okay. Every time I would record, it would only record on one side. So I had to double the audio and change the audio channels. Everything I did, all of the settings, all of the videos, I tried to get in contact with their customer support. Could not get through to anybody. Horrible experience.
Oh, no.
And it just wasn't great. So I'm like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. So I went out and I got a Rode, this little square ones.
So you got the Rode.
It was pretty cheap in comparison, and it already is working like 1,000 times better. So I feel like I actually just got a dud. Like I got it from Amazon.
I really wanted to like get my hands on it and help. I wish I was there.
There was nothing that could be done to change it though, because literally all of the settings, and it was just so frustrating. And I was like, I'm going to miss the return window if I keep trying to fiddle with this. So I just returned it, which is a phenomenon that I just continue to remember that I can do, is just return things. It's not a loss if something doesn't work. So I returned it and I got this. It was like less than half the price. So
wow.
I don't know. I do think that I got a dud, and I just was like, this is a lot of money to spend for this to happen again. And after the what are those things called? The hard drive situation. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm done buying tech from Amazon, because those were both Amazon purchases and they were both bad for just randomly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're coming straight from the shop though, like if they're, well,
I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
Like like, where they were shipped from. I don't know.
Maybe the universe just, hates you.
That's also a thing. Yeah.
I was going to say, though, I was hardcore between the two, Rode and DJI Mic 2. And the only reason we went with the DJI is because it has its own carrying/charging case. And so for us out traveling and vlogging, like that was really important. Whereas the Rode didn't really have its own case, and it wasn't like this little tidy situation. It was kind of like we would be just throwing pieces into a bag, and I didn't love that. So that's the only reason. So I think it's a good one.
The DJI was so nice for that. Like it was like it was like the headphones. Like you put them in the little headphone case and the case charges it. I loved that so much. Oh my gosh.
Is that a test of the emergency system?
No. Can you hear it?
Yeah. What's happening? What's it say?
It says
there's
I got this alert earlier. Armed man wanted for homicide, last seen in Morrilton.
Where the fuck is Morrilton?
I don't know.
I'm Googling.
Okay, Google it.
I just clicked on the link.
How do you spell it?
Morrilton.
Okay, Arkansas.
That's in Arkansas.
Okay, so it's gonna take him a few hours to get to you, so I think you're okay.
Where's Dan? Dan's at work.
No, he has the day off because it's Juneteenth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yay! Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Armed man in Arkansas.
Armed man in Arkansas. Watch out, guys. Be careful.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Watch out. Oh,
no,
that's
but really
fun.
though, if this guy commits something really atrocious, maybe we should just cut that out.
Yeah.
The whole be safe.
It's been armed robberies for carjacking. So I think he's just trying to get people's cars and homicide. That means he's killed people.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh. Okay. So that's not good.
Yeah.
Stay inside. Okay. Here's something that's kind of sad. I was going to go visit my friend for her birthday in Arkansas. And I'm now at the point in my life where it's like when I visit someone, I'm thinking I need to rent a place because I've got my dogs and I've got the baby. And I'm not going to expect everybody else to like shift their life around. And they have other people staying with them too. And I was looking at Airbnbs for the weekend.
Do you need some help?
No.
Just kidding.
$700 for 2 nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
That's because it's so last minute. So like they jack their fucking prices up. But here's the thing. I am not proud of this, but I did it anyway. Okay. I messaged our Airbnb in Michigan and we had a budget. And I said, hi, I see that you're one of the
Did you pull a Daniel? Because what
I did.
kind of entitlement do you people have?
I don't normally do
shook.
this.
I
don't normally do
though.
this.
I want to know more.
Okay, so I messaged her and I said, listen, like if this is out of your hands, I completely understand. I mean, no disrespect. I just had to message you because we came across your Airbnb. It's slightly out of our budget, but we love your place and we would book it right now for this price. And it like, she would not have, I don't think she would have booked it. It would have gone unbooked. So like people are in a situation where like, okay, and I'm a business person. If I had a
Some money's
weekend
better
open,
than no money, right?
exactly. If I had a weekend open and someone was like, hey, we're in a bind. Are you open this Saturday? Would you be able to do it for this price? I'd be like, yeah, you know, because I'm not booking a wedding this weekend. There's no way I'm booking a wedding in a week, you know? So yeah, maybe she would have, but I said it so respectfully and I was just like, this is what it is. And she's like, sure, no problem. I'll change the price.
We need a template.
Okay.
I want to try this. Why not?
You gotta
I
have
have
the right
great
mix
ratings.
of. You gotta have the right mix of like ego fluffing. Like your place is one of the most gorgeous places I've ever seen. I want to live here forever. Yeah.
Tell me you worked in like retail management without telling me you were like, start off with a compliment.
Truly.
Compliment sandwich.
Compliment sandwich.
When I was working, compliment sandwich. When I was working the returns at Toys R Us, when people, and I'm a Gemini, so I match energy, right? When people would come in for a return, if they gave me attitude from the onset because they were just so inconvenienced about having to speak to me, I did everything in my power to make it very annoying for them. Oh, you don't have a receipt? I'm sorry. And then like I was like, we can only offer exchange on electronics. And then they would come up to the desk thinking that they are just going to exchange it for a new RC car that's unopened because it was opened. We only offer exchanges on open electronics. And then they were going to come back another day. As soon as I scanned that thing, I took my box cutter and I sliced all the tape on it. And I was like, here you go.
Oh shit.
Sorry. I'm petty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway.
I mean, match energy.
Gotta
but yeah,
open
so
it up.
it works because, you know, in the business world, some money is better than no money. And small businesses, like honestly, small businesses deserve the most, right?
Yeah.
But it still is a significant amount of money. Like this trip wasn't that cheap. And it wasn't by a lot. So it was just kind of, yeah.
See,
So
there was a place that I really wanted that was like in the 300 range. And it got booked because I was waiting on Daniel to tell me if he was going to come or not. And then I was like, shit. And the rest of them were in the 700s. So it's not like I could offer her 300, right? She'd be like, fuck you. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
no, I would
That's a low ball.
go like maybe like the 500 range. But I know. I don't like doing it. My mom's the type of person who'll go to a
painful.
garage sale. She'll see something for like $2. She'll be like, would you take 150? I can't do it. I cannot do it. The haggling, I can't.
Yeah, I can't haggle. No.
No, this is why I don't want to buy a car. That's why I'm driving a car that doesn't have window functionality.
See,
Adam,
it
and
would
bad
be-
AC.
It would be
Are you
easy to
okay?
haggle for me in a car dealership though, because
Oh,
fuck
absolutely not.
that. They're so expensive. Anyway, okay.
But I did want to go back to Becca's comment about normalizing staying at Airbnbs because here's the thing, Becca, we came to visit you, and I know that it wasn't like ideal that we were staying at an Airbnb because it felt like the group was like separated. But honestly, it probably was like a lot easier for everyone involved. And then like if people come visit me, I'm gonna be like, I kind of like want to be like, do you want to get an Airbnb? Because it's just, I will stress for like weeks on cleaning, and it would just be nice if someone visited and they just stayed at a different place and we could go hang out there and just like chill.
I know. It's such a hard, but like I see this a lot in like mom groups. It's like, how do I tell people that I would just prefer they stay somewhere else? Because it actually is just better for our family. Yeah. I mean, Nora, like every time someone stays at her house, her sleep gets screwed up for like a week. I don't know. It's just the different energy in the house. I don't know what it is. But like, yeah, I want to be like, can you stay somewhere else? Yeah. And I'm coming off the tail end of family being with me for like a week and a half, you know?
Yeah.
Some people it's fine, but like there's just certain people that are like, I really want you to come, but also how about an Airbnb?
If I'm having like a visitor, I'm like, okay, like one person, I'm like, okay, there's space, it's totally fine. But like multiple people, like we're doing it when in Chicago we didn't announce that yet.
We're going to Chicago.
Chicago.
Shoot, I was supposed to make a post. Okay, I will make a post.
Okay, we're going to Chicago. I mean, I'm in Chicago. We are having a meetup in Chicago, and we've already told our patrons, so that's why it slipped my mind. But hey, it's the announcement day. So yes, Chicago meetup, July 13th. And we're getting an Airbnb, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, because it is just easier. Especially, you know, living with my parents and having to like, you know, it's just easier to just not. And plus then I get a little escape. Like I get to like go by you guys and be like, I'm kind of on a little 2-day vacation, but still home, you know?
Exactly. I think when there's multiple sets of people, that's when it gets stressful. Because if it's like one couple or like one friend, it's not a big deal. But it's like a couple and then another couple, or you know, because also our houses are not huge. Like,
Yeah.
I love hosting people. I don't want that to get lost in the mix, but it's just a little stressful when there's so many different people.
Me too.
But yeah. So anyway, I don't think we're going to be able to go because I really just don't think it's smart to spend that much money to go for her birthday. I really wanted to, and it's such a bummer, but I don't think it's going to be in the cards.
How far is that drive?
Like 4 hours.
So you wouldn't be able to go and come back? That'd be too much. Like if you just left Nora with Dan?
8 hours in the car.
Oh, yeah. That's a job.
For an evening party.
How close is she how close is she to Branson? Like, is it one of those things where you could be like, hey, let's like, you know,
do something else.
Let's do a weekend in Branson.
Because I stayed in a cabin for an anniversary of mine outside of Branson years ago on Airbnb, and it was
cute.
So cute, so cozy, right next to a river. They had kayaks that we could just use, so we just could just hop in the river on a kayak. It was really fun.
Cute.
I love Branson. Like low-key, Branson is so cute. We've talked about it. Yeah. I'll look at Branson and see how far away. I think it's like maybe an hour or two. I don't remember. But anyway, it's like it's a 30th birthday, so it's gonna be in the night. So that's what I was hoping, like we could get a place, and then like Nora, you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Point is, it's just the sacrifices you make, and it's fine.
Yeah, that is a lot just for a birthday.
It's your fault for breeding.
It's my fault for breeding, and it's my fault for not booking something until now as well, which is another flaw in my whole... my phone keeps freaking falling over.
Yeah, we know. Okay.
You guys have your shit together with your charged up phones, okay?
Actually, I need to plug mine in, but I have a
I need to get you one of these little tripods, Becca. These little phone tripods.
I'm shocked you don't have one.
What? Okay, here's a little... I have like a mini tripod like this.
Oh, see, I have... Let me show you.
Should I be using this?
Mine's like this.
Oh, that one that you brought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to use anything. I was just,
Well, no, you've got my wheels turning here.
Mr. Fix-It here.
Mr. Fix-It.
Adam is the guy to call if you ever have a question. He will do the most to get you an answer. And I do appreciate that.
That's
he
true.
will send
actually.
videos. He will send voice memos, texts.
I cringe. And I actually feel like I have some trauma from it. But like when you were asking me about your microphone and I was just sending you like basically novels and video after video after video, I was like, Adam, fucking reel it in. I was just waiting for your reply to be like that one person who I spent all this time telling how they could light their videos and they were like, that's too much. Thanks anyway.
No.
Oh no.
Becca
No,
would
I don't
never
feel
do
that
that.
way. I really don't feel that way. Here's where my four comes out. I'm like, does he think I didn't try that? But there's nothing. Hey. This is not me criticizing you. It's again criticizing me where I'm like, oh, well, I did try that. And I feel bad being like, no, I tried that. Because like you've worked so hard to give me this information.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were returned. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We moved
guys.
on.
See, I constantly in my daily life deal with people who don't put any effort to problem solve. So I think that's where I come at things with like someone who has done the absolute least. And that's not you ever. Like you reaching out, meaning like you have exhausted every single option. And I need to remember that.
It's fine if you don't.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Why is like half our podcast just me and Adam being like, it's okay. Hey.
Yeah, it's fine. We're friends. We like each other.
You like me, right? Because I like you. And Nicole's just watching like, you
I'm
can
just
do
like-
therapy.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I didn't want to Google this. Do you have the answer for me?
Hey, it takes all kinds.
Nicole,
Show it to me, Rachel.
we need a synopsis of your aircon situation that happened because we didn't get to catch up on that with the BYC that we recorded.
My air con.
Your air conditioning went out.
Oh, my air con. I'm thinking like in the air cons of being in a plane. Wow, my brain just went completely different directions.
A-con.
Well, okay, so it was 2 nights ago, and Jay was in the midst of packing for the 50 millionth time because he takes things out, he's worse than me. Packs a week in advance. Anyway, could not. Yeah.
I can't. I don't.
Could not relate.
No. Sorry.
No, it's I think it's his anxiety. Like he needs everything very meticulous and needs to like be like, do I really need this? You know? But anyway, he's doing that. And there's like this sound coming. We're in the basement and the air conditioning unit is like right next to our bedroom. So we hear this like, brrr. You know how it sounds when you first turn on your AC after it's been off and it makes that kind of like noise?
Yeah.
It was doing that while it was on and it was very loud. And I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
So, it was like 10:30 at night though. And I was like, my mom might be sleeping at this point. And he's like, I think you just need to let them know, like just shoot her a text and be like, hey, just in case the AC goes out, you know? So I text her and then Mia texts me and she's like, Grandma's freaking out. I'm like, crap. So she comes downstairs and it's really, really hot on the 3rd floor, which is where her room is. But she has a window unit in her room because the air doesn't really cool her room off enough. So she wouldn't have noticed it if she didn't walk out of her room and see how warm it was. Ted and her have separate bedrooms and Ted loves it warm. So he really didn't notice, but he's like, yeah, it is kind of warm up here. Turns out the motor stopped running. We had like a week of the trees shedding all of their pollen. It was everywhere, white shit all over the place.
Yeah, Jessie said that she texted you or said something about she was in Chicago and then you were like,
oh, it's snowing.
You're like, girl, that's pollen.
Yes. Yeah, she's like, wait, is it really snowing? I was like, no, it's pollen. But it is crazy. And it happens so fast and for so long that it comes down and it like, it looks like snow on the ground and it piles up. And we had all of that shit stuck in the air conditioning unit and we didn't notice it because there's like a panel on it and you can't really see it. So here's Ted and Jay at like 11:30 p.m. with flashlights like, holy shit, it's all corroded. And he's got the hose out and they're like spraying it down. Long story short, the fan went out because of that. They cleaned it out. Ted got on YouTube because he is a man of YouTube, and thank God he is, and he's so handy. It was the, well, now I'm not going to remember what part it was, but it was the part that turns the fan. So the motor for the fan. $30, went and like got one from the store, switched it out, bada bing, bada boom. Done. So something that would have cost probably hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, because it would have been
$30.
Emergency fee.
Emergency during a heat advisory.
Yeah.
Mind you. So like, who knows if we would have even gotten someone to come out soon, because I'm sure they were backed up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I texted Adam and Becca and I was like, tomorrow, because this was yesterday we recorded, I was like, this is going to be the quickest recording ever in life because I'm going to be sweating my ass off. And it wasn't. It was fine. Me being proactive.
Good.
Yeah.
I noticed you're recording downstairs. Was this because of the heat that you moved?
Yeah. So I brought everything down that morning because it still wasn't fixed because he was like running around trying to find the part. And I was like, well, it's significantly cooler down here. Jay's not here. You know, let me just record downstairs. And then I just stayed down here because Jay's still not here. And I'll be down here for the next few weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the background.
Me too.
Thanks.
I was going to say that. And also, that's a lot of light for a basement.
Well, I'm sitting right in front of my plant shelves that have the lights on.
Oh, but like, what about that back wall? That looks pretty like lit by sun.
Nope, not at all. That's the lights.
Oh, okay.
So you
there's
don't even need lights in your basement because of those grow lights. It's like...
Yeah, there's no... We barely get any sun. If I shut these off, it would be dark down here.
Oh, that's nice too. I love a little cozy den.
Could take a nap any time of the day. You wouldn't know. Wouldn't know it's daylight. Yeah. All right, guys. Should we get into today's topic of conversation?
Let's hear about this cactologist.
Okay, so just like Adam and Becca, I am scratching the surface on what this man has accomplished, okay? Because, you know, we only have a little bit of time. 25 minutes doesn't do it, you know? But today we're going to talk about Joseph Nelson Rose. He was a pivotal figure in the field of botany, renowned for his extensive work with cacti, which is why I chose him, of course. I remember when we talked about doing these botanist episodes, and I was like... I got off and I was like, let me find somebody who's done something with cactus. And I found him right away.
He's got a daddy stash.
I was just
He does have a
him
daddy
up.
stash.
Ooh, he does. Is it like Daddy from Inside Out stash?
Better. This is a thick.
Oh,
Yeah, it's thick.
He's got
This
a
is like
flavor saver.
This is
It's
sexy.
borderline flavor saver.
Oh,
Stop
my
it.
gosh.
That thing
This
is
is-
getting bleached.
It's borderline porn stash, dare I say, but
Okay,
also
do you see his do you see his underbeard? Like, do you see his non-mustache picture?
oh no.
Just Google his name, but it's still cute. Less cute.
There's very little photos of
is the beard
him.
helping?
The mustache does help. Very nicely
the picture
defined
that I'm
lips,
looking
though.
at-
Those are some high-speed DSLs if I ever did see them.
Okay. Not us just sitting here for 10 minutes objectifying this poor
Listen,
man.
the patriarchy fucking deserves it. How long have they done that to everyone else, okay?
True.
He is an
Okay,
object
but-
for us to whatever.
I don't know how I should feel about the fact that I knew right away what DSL meant. Why did I know that? I've never heard
It ain't
that.
got nothing to do with the internet.
Okay. So he looks like he belonged on the Titanic, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of? He's giving Titanic vibes. Anyway, his passion for cactus drove him to make significant contributions to their classification, understanding, and conservation, which is, you know, we love a conservation king, you know? We're going to talk a little bit about his life and his contributions. And I'm going to be doing a lot of reading because, again, I'm not a teacher. So we can, you know, interject and like talk about some things. But it's mainly me reading from text. So I forgive me for that. But anyway, okay. So our friend Joe, he was born in Indiana in 1862, which when I think of Indiana, because it says that he was inspired by plants in Indiana because of its rural landscape. See, no offense to anyone that lives in Indiana, but I don't think that when I think of Indiana. I think of like fields of not much. It's not lush like Illinois. It's not.
What did it look like in the 1800s, though?
Well, true.
And have you traversed the entire state, or have you just rode on the highways?
True.
Because
that's true. That's true.
Steve's from Indiana. Southern
Indiana.
Indiana is really beautiful, but it's like Southern Illinois where you just see like rolling hills and trees. Sorry.
Okay, well then I take that back. My apologies. Indiana's beautiful, and Joe says so. So does Steve.
Caitlin Clark plays for Indiana, so it's a good state.
I know.
I don't know.
We're gonna
listen. My TikTok is Caitlin Clark. I don't get
why
it.
though. Mine too. Well, it's because Mia sends me all of her TikToks.
But I'm kind of happy
slowed down
about
a little bit, but.
Becca's like, who the fuck is Caitlin Clark?
Yeah,
we want to go to a game. Yeah,
women's basketball. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. No, that's okay. So his love for plants began when he was a kid, and he always showed like an interest in plants and landscapes. There's not much on his childhood that I can find, so most of it starts from like college. So we'll jump to that. His academic journey took him from Wabash College in Indiana. Wait, where did Steve go to college?
Purdue.
Oh, of course
he's a Purdue man.
Boilermaker.
Wow, that's a good school.
He's making something boil. Adam just nodding his head silently.
I feel like our main channel is slowly merging with Patreon content the further we get into the season. This is why we need a break, guys. Yeah. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay, and then he earned his undergraduate degree there. Then he moved on to the prestigious Johns Hopkins University in Maryland, where he completed his PhD in 1889 as a doctor of philosophy. Why couldn't I say that word? Philosophy.
Oh, wait. That's surprising to me because when I hear Johns Hopkins, I think that it's a medical doctor.
Me too.
Is philosophy a medical field?
No, I think it's a humanity, right?
Oh.
Yeah, not medical. Well,
but Johns Hopkins, maybe they're just known for their medical, but they do other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good school.
Under the mentorship of other prominent botanists, he honed his skills in plant taxonomy and systematics, which would eventually become the cornerstones of his professional career with the USDA, or the United States Department of Agriculture. Yeah. He made a significant contribution during his time in college, particularly at the New York Botanical Gardens, which is fun, which also, while I was researching this, made me think I've never been to the New York Botanical Gardens. And why haven't I been? Since I've been in New York so many times.
Can we go on a New York trip? The girls in New York. Like for real, guys.
We have a lot of people in New York that follow us.
3 in New York.
Yes. I have next to no desire to go to New York, but I would go with you guys because Adam is there and no one's going to be punching me in the face with Adam walking next to me.
I guess I'll try to dress real mask though.
I was going to say no skirts.
You're
going to have to
leave the skirt.
You're going to have to get your mask on.
Don't be dressing all gay.
Except you got to be straight coated the whole trip.
Okay. New York Botanical Garden. That's
New York Botanical Garden. But what I was going to say was, because Jay's in New York right now, so, rightfully I'm on Find My Friends seeing where he's at. And I look at like where his mom's house is, and 2 doors down, there's a garden. Couple doors down from there is another garden. Like New York has so many hidden little gardens in their neighborhoods. And I think we've talked about this before, but we should totally do a New York trip.
That would be
it's like stay in Jersey
so
or something because it's fucking expensive. Okay. Anyway. One of the contributions was a collaboration with Nathaniel Lord Breton, Britton, Breton, that's how I'm saying it, who was also a prominent botanist, and their joint work at the Smithsonian Institution resulted in the publication of the 4-volume monograph, The Cactaceae. How do you say that? Is it Cactaceae? Cactaceae? Yeah, so I've seen this book, but I've never read it, obviously, or like I don't have it, but I've seen this book. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's a big ass book.
Okay, well, like continuing on the objectification train, Nathaniel looks like he's concocting some poisons that he's going to kill you with.
I didn't Google Nathaniel when I'll have to.
It's giving, what's the bad guy? What's the name for a bad guy? Like villain.
Villain?
What's his name again?
Nathaniel Lord Breton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he looks like a mad scientist.
He does a little bit. No, well, I wasn't going to be mean.
He's dead. Who cares?
But he does.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was really disrespectful. That was so
What
Alexis
a horrendous fucking motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
But his face is kind of giving skeleton a little bit.
Does he look like a wrestler? Like he would wrestle or do MMA and then he'd get cauliflower ear.
Maybe
That's
MMA.
What he looks like.
Oh.
He looks like he does MMA. Think about him in a modern lens.
Low weight.
People are here like, oh, we get to learn about botanists and do serious plant stuff. And we're like, he looks like he does MMA with cauliflower ear.
Rasputin.
People are also probably listening to this in their car and they're like, okay, bitches, we can't Google that right now. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Don't Google while you drive.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay, so the Cactaceae book is to this day considered one of the most comprehensive studies on cactus, which is pretty cool because it was published between the years 1919 and 1923. So since then, they've made nothing more significant than this book on cactus.
Really?
Wild.
Yeah. It describes over 1,000 species of cacti. It provides detailed descriptions, illustrations, and classifications of numerous cactus species, which, I would love to see the illustrations. I'm going to get this book. I'm going to look on Amazon and see how much it is. Okay, so his passion for cacti was evident in his meticulous research and dedication to the field. He conducted extensive field work, traveling all across the Americas to collect specimens and observe cacti in their natural habitats. Some of the places he went to for a specimen are Mexico, which is perfect for all different types of cacti species. Southwestern United States, including Arizona. I mean, Arizona. Absolutely. New Mexico, Texas, and Cali. He's been all over there.
Southwest.
And Central and South America.
What I know that like Apuncha, prickly pears. There is cold hardy ones that will grow in Missouri, where you guys and probably in Illinois.
Yep, they do.
Why don't you have any planted?
Well, I have not
outside.
In my yard. I have some in a pot inside, but I did try to plant some. Okay, you say Apuncha. I say Apuntia. Is there a difference? Like,
No,
is there a right
I'm
or wrong way?
I'm probably wrong.
Okay,
you
sorry.
pronounce things. I do not. Cabinet. Variegated.
Cabinet. Yeah,
Cabinet.
but sometimes I'm very wrong in my pronunciations. So
Rhaphidophora.
I've never seen one for sale here, which is probably why I've never done it. Like, I've never found one, like, at the store, you know. I'd probably have to go to, like, a native plant store, and maybe I'd find one there. But
Yeah.
I actually did drive past, like, a little center thing, like, on the road that had, like, a bunch of them planted. And they look kind of weird, though. Like, I don't think they're very cute.
They get a little yellowy.
Yeah.
yeah, especially in the colder months. I feel like Missouri would be a better place to attempt it, like, you know, instead of where I'm at. But when we were in the city, I did try to plant some in our little not very well kept garden in our backyard, and it died. The first snowfall, it like fell over and croaked. So experiment gone wrong, but I do have one. I love them. They're invasive though. Gotta be careful.
Really? Well, I guess, like, even in Arizona, they're invasive.
Yeah.
I put mine in a terracotta pot, and I planted that pot in the ground.
Oh.
There you
But
go.
I know that they don't grow like up out of the ground. So then I also need to take the paddles, but like I wanted to keep it like contained somewhat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They will just take the freak over, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pretty. In the old neighborhood I lived in, there was a few front yards that were just like all Apuntia, and like the kind that have the tiny little hairs. So I can't even imagine what it would be like to remove it. You just would let it go. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's when I had one in a pot at our old house too. And I would bring it outside and the squirrels would eat it. I'm like, how is this not painful for you?
Bro, did
That
you
had to hurt.
I sent you that camel video. The
What
barrel
camel video?
cactus. The camel just like ate the whole barrel cactus.
Yes.
It was just like
Oh, the thought.
ugh. It's like their version of eating spicy food.
Yeah. But it's also like birds can land on cactus.
Captain
I saw
Crunch.
it.
That's their Captain Crunch, damn it.
Oh yeah, remember the little bird that kept landing on my silver torch?
Yeah, when I was in Aruba, I was watching the birds land on the cactus out there like it was nothing. And I'm like, okay, their feet have, like we were saying, their feet have to have some type of barriers. They got shoesies
Yeah.
on.
And I feel like birds are so much smaller than they appear because their feathers make them look fluffier. Right?
Oh,
They got some
yeah. Their
padding.
skeletons are itty bitty. Well,
Yeah.
depends on what kind of birds we're talking about, but
Not
Okay.
the American eagle. Wait, what was it? Not the bald eagle.
the American eagle, America. Okay, so he also went to
So
Central and South America, which are both known for their unique, diverse cacti flora, which, listen, cacti flowers are so beautiful. Sometimes they're bigger than the plant itself. Like I had a barrel cactus that would flower every year, and the flower was like twice the size of the actual cactus. They're so impressive. So that's kind of cool.
Vibrant.
And vibrant. Okay, so those were some of the places that he visited to collect all of his specimen. And we're going to talk about some of the cactus that he actually named and that he actually like discovered. So let's get into that because that's the fun part, right? Okay. Also, when I was writing these down, and this is just a few, this isn't all of them, but I have like 7 here. I was like, oh shit, I have like 5 of those in my house.
Oh,
That's kind of
really?
cool.
Well,
yeah.
Looks like someone's got the content for the Instagram post.
I do.
Maybe I'll pass that off to you.
Hit me up for them photos. Okay. So one of the first ones he named and found was the Sirius rapandus. Again, I could be butchering these names, but it's what we know as the Peruvian apple cactus.
Oh.
So it's the one that looks like very soft, which for the most part is, but it still has spines on the columns.
Uh-huh.
And it has edible fruit, so it's known for its edible fruit too.
Oh, she's got melons.
She got
I have been so
melons.
scared to eat fruit that happens on my cactus because I don't know what I'm doing or if it's edible.
Yeah, I would be uncomfortable with that too. Like unless I knew for sure, like Becca with her grapes, which is so cool. You have grapes in your freaking garden.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I know, but I would be so terrified too. It's like people that go berry picking. Like, ooh,
How
let's
sure
not kill
are we?
ourselves. Let's not unalive ourselves. Okay, so that is a very pretty cactus. Love that. The Apuntia, the prickly pear. Yep, our boy Joe.
Really?
He found the prickly pear, which also has edible fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had some prickly pear ice cream the other day.
Yeah, you can eat prickly pear, like the pads. It's a popular
Nepales.
Mexican plate, right? Nepales, yes.
Yeah. The prickly pear is like so sweet. The fruit is so sweet and the color is so vibrant. You can dye clothes with it too.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about that before too. Have you ever had Nepales?
Yeah, I have.
I never have.
You guys have
I
never
would-
had it? Like just going into, because you can go into like a taco shop here and get Nepales
Yeah.
tacos.
I was going to
Yeah,
say
I've seen it, but I have never had it.
it came up on a menu for tacos and I almost wanted to try it, but it was one of those situations where you had to, like, it was a 3 taco thing and you couldn't get a chicken
mix?
steak and you had to get one or none.
We should
I
do
wasn't
that
dedicated.
on our Phoenix meetup someday.
Yeah.
Phoenix in February. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Next one is the mammillaria. Mammillaria or well, there's quite a few different mammillarias, but this one is the rosea or the woolly nipple cactus.
Oh.
I
That's
am
my
a little
nickname for
uncomfortable.
Is that why he named it? He chose woolly nipple.
I don't know. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know if he came up with the common names.
The woolly nipple cactus is the bottle brush It's like the girl at Coachella asking if you have Coke cactus.
Yes.
That's the stack of dicks that I repotted in our blind repot.
Stack.
Yeah.
I still have it. It's still outside.
Is it still thriving?
I have both of those
Stack of
cactus
dicks.
still outside.
Oh
Man,
my God. I love that you have
funny.
both of those cactus.
Thriving? No, but they're still alive, you know.
Okay. Well, that's something. Okay. The next one is the Echinoceras pulchilus, or more commonly known as horse's teeth.
Ew.
Now, this cactus looks very succulent. Like, I don't have this, but it's cool
like
and I need one.
Flat. Oh, wait. It's not a Haworthia?
No. It's an Echinoceras. Look up horse's teeth cactus.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, a little trypophobia action, kind of.
Haworthia comes up when I Google horse's teeth cactus. Haworthia.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's Haworthia truncata.
And also the camel just eating the cactus. There's a picture of that.
Is there a picture of that?
There you go.
Okay, well, I don't know why it was under the Echinoceras pulchilus.
Let me look at that.
Well, I'm sure that you're correct, but
There's a possibility I could be wrong.
wait.
It says
Pull.
Pulchellus.
Oh, cute. It has really cute purple flowers.
Okay, is it not the same as the horse's teeth?
Nope.
Interesting. Well, I was lied to.
Really cute. I love the growth pattern of that, like bigger pot where it's just like all those. That looks like the
Like the
cactus that
mounding.
you gave me from your mom, Nicole, when she moved from Arizona.
Oh, does it?
Akin to one of them that you gave me.
Okay, well, now I'm going to look it up because now, I was wrong about that.
Look, Nicole.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. I have that, actually. I have one of those. It's not blooming right now, but...
It gives me the Euphorbia Moroccan mound vibes, and I love a Moroccan mound.
What's the common name for it? Is it showing what the common name for it is? See,
No.
Google told me horse's teeth. Don't trust Google every single time, okay? Just don't.
I don't see a common name for it. No.
Okay. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so this one, we might want to Google too, but the cardon cactus, which is more commonly known as the swaro.
Cardon. No, it's not. They're two separate species, but they look very similar, but there is a difference in growth.
Is there? Okay, because they look very, very similar.
They do.
Cardon?
Yeah. Cardon, yeah. Cardon usually has multiple arms coming out of the base. Like it has a single base, but it's like very clustered, and saguaros aren't like that. I mean, there's arms in saguaros, but not to that extent.
And the swallows usually start halfway up the trunk.
Yeah, there's a
Have
huge.
you seen the? I think it's an Oregon cactus.
Organ pipe.
That's the next one that he founded. The Thurberi,
Okay.
which is the Oregon pipe cactus. They have similar growth patterns, yeah. But apparently this cardon cactus is one of the largest species of cactus. So I don't know if that's bigger than a saguaro or if saguaros are considered the biggest.
Oh no, it's bigger. Because I have a photo of me next to the cardon at I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm sorry, I'm annoying.
Is that that's how you say it though, isn't it?
Well, I'm just assuming. At the botanical garden here in Phoenix, there's a huge one.
Okay.
It's so pretty. I'm
They
gonna try to
had
find
them
the photo.
in Aruba.
The cardon.
They had them. They had them in Aruba. They're huge.
They truly are massive.
Yep. Okay, the last one is the pharaoh cactus, or more commonly known as the fishhook barrel cactus. This is the one with the really large spines that like curl. I think that's where the fishhook thing came from. But yeah, so fun.
Dang, my dude
fun.
was all up in the Southwest because like the Oregon pipe cactus, I think there's a national park, right, Becca? And it's down near Tucson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they are huge.
I think he spent most of his time in the Northwest, which rightfully so, because that's where a lot of these are going to be.
Yeah.
Imagine finding, though, like a puntia and just being like, never saw this before. Let's take a paddle, you know?
Yeah.
That's just so crazy.
All of these are so common now. Well, most of them are so common now that you don't even think about that. Like, you just think that they've been here forever and everybody's always known what they were. And this was in the early 1900s that these were discovered. It's crazy.
The fishhook. Oh, hold on. The fishhook cactus is the one that the camel is eating. Like those big fishhook cactus. That's the one that the camel was just chomping on like it was an apple, which is insane.
Those spines on that cactus are so thick and sharp. I don't understand how a camel could eat it. Like, we need this camel video to go up on social media too.
We do. We gotta find it. I just sent a pic in the group chat of me next to the cardon and the botanical garden here in town.
Ooh, let's use that photo. Oh my God, that is so beautiful.
So
go to our Instagram.
Do you see how they kind of grow? I mean, they look like saguaros, but they're different because of like the base is so, there's so many arms that shoot out from.
Yeah, they grow from the base.
They grow from like low on the base. Also, they have way more arms than saguaros typically have too, I feel.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe's contributions to cactus taxonomy were extensive, and these are some examples that reflect a portion of the many species that he described, what we just talked about. His work was not limited to taxonomy. He was also deeply concerned about the conservation of cacti. He recognized the threats posed by habitat destruction and overcollection, advocating for the protection of these unique plants. Joe's efforts in the regard were pioneering at a time when conservation was not yet widespread concern because there was so many of them. There was very little people, very many plants, so people weren't worried about that back then, you know? While he wasn't directly known for specific conservation initiatives or programs, his contributions indirectly supported conservation efforts in several ways. And here are some: taxonomy and classification. So like by systematically describing and classifying numerous cactus species, he's indirectly helping putting together a detailed record of plant diversity, which is essential for conservation as it identifies species, yada, yada. So that's very important in conservation. Field collections. His extensive fieldwork and specimen collection added valuable data to botanical institutions, like New York Botanical Institution. These collections provide critical baseline information for tracking changes in plant populations and distributions over time, which is also vital for conservation planning. His collab with our boy, Lord Breton.
I don't know why every time you say it, it reminds me of like Lord Weaselton from Frozen.
Lord Weaselton. And his work with the New York Botanical Garden Institution helped build comprehensive plant collections and fostered a culture of science, research, and conservation. He raised a lot of awareness through his publications and collabs. He brought attention to the diversity and ecological importance of cacti and other plants, which is crucial for gardening support for conservation efforts. Ta-da!
Wow. Our conservation king.
He is a conservation king before it was even a thing. Ooh,
he would probably roll over in his grave if he saw southern Arizona in its current state with all the housing developments.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
For real.
My friend is a part of this like group that saves cactus that are removed for these developments.
Really?
So, yeah, you can probably join if you're in Arizona, like in southern Arizona. There's probably a chapter near you. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, do a little Goog, maybe find it. But yeah, she just volunteers and they save cactus and relocate them that have been removed.
Wow,
That's
look
cool.
at that. That's really cool.
I just went, okay, so when we were talking about this and how old this gentleman is, I was like, I wonder what the herbarium sheets look like for cactus, because it just was never something I've ever researched. But there are legitimate herbarium sheets out there with cactus, or, you know, kind of where they like press. Yeah, if you just Google like cactus herbarium sheets, like you can see prickly pears and how they like kind of, you know, how they
prickly
save
pear,
them.
I think prickly pear would be an easy one to like smash, but like these barrel cactus or these like organ pipe cactus, like that's kind of hard.
Such a big prick.
Such a prick.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating. Honestly, sometimes I think I would really have enjoyed a plant science. Like I would, and you know, it's not too late. I could go back and do it.
Yeah, it's never too late.
You can always go back.
Take a class. Never know.
You never know.
Yep.
Okay, to conclude, Joe's life and work amplify the intersection of passion and significant scientific rigor. His dedication to the study of cacti not only advanced botanical knowledge, but also highlighted the importance of plant conservation. As we continue to explore and understand the natural world, Rose's legacy serves as a reminder of the impact that one individual's passion and perseverance can have on a field of study. His contributions to cactology and botany at large remain invaluable, ensuring that his name will be remembered and respected for generations to come. What a guy. I don't know anything about his personal life, though. Like if he was married, if he had kids. I don't know. My quick little Google research didn't give me any of that info.
Listen,
but
you don't. Back in those days, if you were doing work like this, you didn't have time for those distractions. Okay.
True.
That's my. I
time.
mimic Becky Calhoun. Okay.
I do too. All the time.
I'm looking at like old Google photos because this is what I do. This is how my brain works. But like I'm seeing all these gentlemen who are out in situ, like out in the field next to these giant cactus in like the early 1900s. And they're in like full on wool 3-piece suits.
Oh, I know. I know.
And I understand how hot it is in Arizona. And I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
And
do we think it was probably cooler?
And there wasn't like a lot of plumbing. So like they weren't shower. I bet they stunk. And not the good kind. Not
Is
the
there a
good
good
kind.
kind of stink?
Becca, come on. We just talked about you sniffing Daniel's armpits on BYC.
Okay. Okay, again, though, it's a pleasant smell. There is nothing sour.
I know.
Where are you finding these photos? What are you Googling? Because I can't find any.
Oh, sorry. I was just
Google
looking
search?
at cactus herbarium. I Googled cactus herbarium, but I'll send you the photo that I'm seeing because one of these cacti looks pretty wonky. Total chode.
Oh my God. This is cool how they did this though. Wow. It's worth a Googs. If you're listening at home, it's worth a Googs, you know, look at the photos. Oh yeah. That man is in a hat and a 3-piece suit and he doesn't look hot at all.
Yeah.
Well, he looks a little tan.
I'm wondering if we ever visit a botanical garden and we just ask like, would someone be willing to show us like the herbarium catalog that they have there?
Yeah.
Or like we don't even need to touch it, but like just, you know, give us a quick little tour, like talk to us about the process because it intrigues me so much.
Me too. Same.
So let's put
All right,
put a pin
guys.
in that one for the New York Botanical Garden.
Put a pin in it.
We'll
I bet
manage
theirs is
that.
gorgeous.
We just planned our Chicago trip. We're going to be planning a Phoenix trip soon. Dare I say we start planning a New York trip? Like, so fun. I'm excited.
We can't stop this podcast anytime soon.
No, we cannot. Season 10,
guys-
look out.
You guys thought you were getting out of this.
This is the Land Before Time of podcasts, okay?
So many seasons. Yeah, well, we have talked before. Like, when do we just stop counting and just,
Keep going. Yeah.
That came up the other day because I was at the Inside Out 2 and I saw a preview for another Minions movie. And I was like, is Minions this generation's Land Before Time? Because
Probably.
I feel like every time I'm in a movie, there's another trailer for a new Minions movie.
Land Before Time was my shit. Oh my God. Petrie.
The tree star. The tree star.
Oh, Tree Star.
And Sarah.
I need to watch it.
Sarah the Triceratops.
I know. Oh.
Which
What
one
a
was the
movie.
jerk, though? Sarah was kind of a jerk.
Sarah was kind of but no, there was a mean one. I don't know. I'll have to watch it.
Good memories.
Anyway. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. If you liked it, head on over, give us a review. 5 stars only, please. And if, next week being our season finale and all, if you are missing us at all, we're over on Patreon. We record every week and once a month for like some bonus episodes. So, head on over there if you want. But we'll see you next week at our season finale of season 8. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.